Beans are magical, and they are a fruit. They taste real good, and they make you toot. There's all different kinds I implore you to try, and I think that you'll find that I wouldn't lie. There's black and garbanzo, kidney and pinto, navy and green beans. There's fava and black-eyed lentils and refried baked mung and chickpeas. Beans will make you exude, but they are still an excitable food. They happily grow their indelible roots right into your brain, these infallible fruits. I'll stop for a moment to condole with apologies. I regret the bestowment of drolling hypologies. It may not seem the most ideal of ideologies, but don't ignore their effect on intrinsic psychologies. Take just one bite and it will be seen your synapses will fire from point A to point B. But hold just a moment, for something is wrong. Your nerve scent impulse is a little too long. Be extra wary of your master gland. Your pituitary could not have planned its knee-jerk response to excess tryptophan. The synapse snaps from the bean in your brain. Too much of a good thing and be grave, I'm afraid. Though given what you've given, you got what you gave. You may think it forbidden or even depraved, but I've seen what you've done and you won't be forgiven. I can't justify to let you keep living. So it falls unto me for the earth to be clean, thus poisoning you by feeding you beans. I found out that you learned you would die, so I spread rumors, concocted a lie. You thought you were safe because you knew what I'd do, but I knew that you knew that I'd know that you knew. If you were Jesus, I'd be your Judas. If you were Caesar, I'd be your Brutus. To save your life, you thought I'd fall on my sword, but if you're Jesse James, then I'm Robert Ford. It was destined by fate when you cannot escape your brother, your twin, but merely a prince, for you were born first by a meager 2 minutes. Since day one, I've lived in your shade. If only you knew the prices I've paid. For you are the king, the greatest son. Because of me, though, your life is now done. In just a moment, your vision will blur. The sounds will fade and your speech will slur. You'll die where you sit, no one to divine that my beans cause your death, thus the crown will be mine. Before you go, it needs to be said, there is one main reason I wanted you dead. You see, long ago, back when we were 8, we were in bed, but we stayed up quite late. I strung out some words from a passion of mine, a poem of beans, but you crossed the line. There's adzuki and garbanzo, there's coffee and there's cocoa, there's lima marrow Roman and string beans. There's soy and cannellini, fayette, anasazi, great northern and chickpeas. That is what my poem read, but afterwards, here's what you said. It's good, it's eloquent, it'd please anyone who sees, but just a flub though innocent, garbanzos are chickpeas. You didn't mean to be redundant, but you said the same bean twice. That stain is quite repugnant, but otherwise the poem's nice. It was then and there I made up a decision. I would have my vengeance through planning and precision. Didn't care the years it'd mean of putting up with strife. You insulted my beans, so my beans insult your life. As you draw your last breath, I want you to see my face, the visage of yourself, yet somehow I am the disgrace. I hope the irony's not lost on you, the way in which you died, garbanzos in your hand and chickpeas at your side. It's finally over. I knew that I would show him. This is what he gets for not liking my bean poem.